Where's Craig Hubbard?
Who is he? 40-year-old fitness guru from Sunderland. I've got 2 kids, 12-year-old boy, 9-year-old girl, and a partner who's 38. Hear me? Good. So yeah, I've been in the fitness industry for 20 years now. Feel like I've done full circle. Kind of started off at the Rich Carter Centre as like a lifestyle advisor at about 19, 20-year-old.
Right.
From there, went on to run my own boot camps down at the seafront. Loved it. But I felt like I didn't have the knowledge at the time. I just felt like people were coming to me with questions and I didn't have the answers. I just felt like I need to go out and learn more. So I went to Teesside Uni, study sports therapy. It was from there I moved on to Hartlepool United. So I worked in professional football for 6-7 years. From then I went to...
Is that conditioning coach or actual football?
So I was a strength and conditioning coach, so yeah, loved it. Obviously it was kind of my passion. I always wanted to be a footballer growing up, like us all, I suppose. And yeah, so like kind of my 2 passions merged together. So with fitness and football, so it's my perfect job really. But yeah, when COVID got made redundant, but the job itself didn't pay well either. So when I fell into like a PT job, I was making more money, working less hours, and I was like, fucking hell, like, you know, this is better off. But yeah, so I've been down, again, moving further away from home. I've ended up in Newton Aycliffe, working at a gym for the last, 6 years. But yeah, just made the jump to kind of come home really, and found you guys.
So that's who you are. So, I was going to say, how did you get into the fitness industry? Then the next one, where's your experience? You've answered all of them perfectly for us. So what's made you like stick in the industry? 20 years is it half your life?
Yeah, I love it. I really do enjoy what I do. I enjoy helping people. There's been like, several times, a few of my close friends make a lot of money in sales and whatnot, and they're like, jump in with me and make a fortune, and it's just not for me. I've got a real passion for fitness and helping people. I get a buzz out of it, and you'll probably know, what I mean, being a PT and just seeing them couple of clients, go from one extreme to the other, it means more than like any money really, just a genuine passion, desire to help people. I think that's why I'm in it.
You wake up on for me, you wake up, you get banter with people. Do you know what I mean? If you wake up and you've got to make, I don't know, sales targets for the days.
Yeah.
Or I used to work in factories, do you know what I mean? For years, like the Nissan sister factories, and awful. Like, yes, the crack was good with the lads on the shop floor, do you know what I mean? Mint crack. But it was just brain dead, repetitive work. And yeah, like for me, it's the banter. What you wait.
So not to do with helping people, just the banter.
But the banter, I suppose that crosses over to the banter helping people, doesn't it? Like they're coming in at the one part of their day where they're having a good laugh and they're actually progressing themselves, helping people, but progressing themselves and having a good laugh along the way. So yeah, it's a bit of a mixture, isn't it? So what would you say separates you from like the average personal trainer?
Probably experience now. Again, just I think. I suppose I've delved into strength and conditioning, delved into sports therapy, PT. So I've worked with average Joes, I've worked with professional athletes, I've worked with injured people. My first job, I worked with people with autism. So I think I've worked with a lot of different people and helped a lot of different people. I think it's life experience as well. I think when you have kids, you look at things from a different angle. So I think just general life experience really, and knowing how to get the best out of people.
Yeah, I'd like, I was looking at your experience, like all of that, like just on paper without even meeting you, be like, yeah, he's the one for me. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel as though like that life experience, because when you've got a 21-year-old who, I think I said this to you the other day, a 21 to 18-year-old, 19-year-old, whatever it is, younger person saying like, you're not busy, like do this, do that, while their fucking mum's ironing their socks for them. Do you know what I mean? It's you can't talk about busyness, you can't talk about being a parent or anything like that, and not just being a man with the dad and all the rest of it, but you've worked with everybody, so you've got that experience and level of knowledge as well, and all of those different types of people along the way. Like literally, you could help anybody.
Yeah, I think that the title of my first job at Race Carter Centre was a lifestyle advisor at 19. I knew shit all about lifestyle, and it was just like, why have I got this across my back? I'm like, but yeah, lifestyle advisor, thinking, wow, like,
God, I wouldn't even call myself that now.
No,
Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
So I felt like the weight of my world, my shoulders, I think I'm just blagging this. But I suppose I was learning my trade, you know what I mean? And then it's coming across them different people and, different scenarios that creates and merges who you are, doesn't it? But yeah, it was a bit of a bold title to start with.
But I suppose you grow, like Ethan, I mean, everybody wings everything when they first start, don't they? It's like, I'll give it a go. I'll be a lifestyle advisor. But hey, it's worked out.
That's it, take the job and learn afterwards, isn't it?
Always, yep.
That's what I'm doing at the barbell clubs.
Yeah, aye. So how many reps? So what type of person gets the best results with you?
People who tell the truth. That's what I try to nail down straight away. Just be honest with us. Doesn't matter about how fit you are or how old you are. Just be honest. Because once that barrier's kind of broken, you know that client's lying. It's just you're both pissing in the wind. It's like So it doesn't matter if you're male, female, young, old, beginner or athlete. Be honest. Want to graft, have a laugh. If you mess up on your diet, tell us you've messed up, because ultimately you just you find a lost cause if not. But yeah,
it's fucking it is. I'm always like with my kids, it's like just tell the fucking truth. We'll get to things much easier. Like I'm very black and white. It's just like yes or no, that's it. Just tell the truth, yes, no. It's so much easier. We can just move on, just past this, and that's it. And it's knee high. It's worse if we went into this. I didn't do it.
You just, especially with clients, you just get scratching your head, don't you? So you think, hang on, so you've ate 1,500 calories, you've done 12,000 steps. Like, am I doing something wrong here? I'm like, no, I'm not. You're just talking shit. It's like, but yeah, just it baffles me that people want to come and like put money in your hand, want you to help them, and then just not be honest with you. I say that's me. Yeah.
I think on that one, like I don't ever think that people are meaning to be dishonest. I just don't think they, I don't know, get a good enough understanding of like. We'll use the calorie one, 1,200 calories. Like, loads of studies have come out. It's like people 50% underestimate what they've ate. Yeah, underestimate what they've ate, and so in reality they're eating 2,000 plus calories, and they think that they burn more energy throughout the day. Like they think that one gym session's done enough for their movement for the day, and I think that is the issue. It's probably. Don't get us wrong, there's plenty of bullshitters. But there's plenty of bullshitters out there who won't tell you how much they had to drink at the weekend and blah, 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 and still think that they can have miracles. But I think they don't get an understanding of like how balance of a calorie equation, like how temperamental it is. Yeah.
I find with some of my clients, it's more like they don't want to let you down sometimes as well. It's kind of like, because... I think, he's worked hard to work all this out, my program, everything's nailed on, and so they'll just be like, no, that's what I've had, but let's forget about it. I won't tell him that because I've let him down. That's how I feel with it.
Yeah. but they've let themselves down.
I looked on the camera once, yeah.
Yeah. So what makes your coaching different?
I think the fact that I give a shit, I care. I'm not going to be just, the average coach just scrolling on the phone,
Well, you're 40, aren't you?
No, but yeah, like I said before, I've got genuine passion to help people. I like to get involved. Very hands-on. If I see my first week in the barbell club, if I can see something at the corner of my eye, I can't help myself. I've just got to go and I've been pinching myself to hold myself back. I've just got to go and try and fix it, But yeah, I've got genuine passion, as I say, just to help people, really. So yeah.
What transformation? I know you just said you didn't like the word transformation. Or what transformation / result are you most proud of?
Oh, well, recently had a client in my previous job. He's been with us a couple of years, and he was 180 kilogram. 180 kilogram. He's now under 100. So he's lost 80 kilogram. But it wasn't just that. It isn't just the weight loss with him. We sat and we wrote a load of life goals out. So must have 10 different goals. And like one of them was just going out, going out on the piss with his mates. So as we're like, as his weight's coming off and that, and he's like, I've messed up this weekend, Craig, I've messed up. It's like, how's that? He went, I've went out. I was like, right. It's like, do you have a good time? It's like, yeah, but I had a takeaway and, I had a few pints and, I met people that I hadn't seen for ages and there was class and I went, mint. I went, you've put on a couple of kilo. We went back a little bit, but mint. Don't do it every fucking weekend, but that's, but then from there, like I say, in the last couple of years, I've just seen him like kind of just grown, well not grow, that's the wrong word, isn't it? But yeah, grow as a person, but shrink as obviously his body size. And like, as I say, it's kind of like the heartbeat of the gym I've just worked at now, Everyone's been involved in his transformation. And so I think he's right up there with, my greatest achievements.
Mint. Class, love it. What actually gets long-term results?
Consistency, number one. Keep showing up. It's getting through the door. So some days, you don't feel like working out. You wake up, you feel crap. You might have a bit DOMS off the day before. You might argue with the missus, whatever, or the kids have been a nightmare. But that window of opportunity that you've put aside, just turn up, do it, get it done. Don't put it off, because that will turn into the next day. So just building that consistency. So yeah, that's definitely number one in getting long-term results.
Why do most people fail at fat loss?
I think they underestimate definitely underestimate the calories, calorie counting. They're shite at that, rubbish. And steps as well. People just don't believe the importance of steps and just being active the rest of the day. They think they can come in, smash an hour's workout. Could be the best workout in the world with the best coach in the world, but it's 1 hour a day. You're only going to burn X amount of calories. So it's what you do the rest of the day. You can't just go and put your feet up, give yourself a pat on the back. It's like, you got to move, you got to do other shit. So yes, I think people massively underestimate the steps. And they don't count all the calories, let's say.
Right, fitness myths. The more you sweat, the more fat you burn.
I think that might be my number one pet hate. It's like when you see these people come to the gym and they've got like cling film wrapped around them and sweatsuits on. You must have seen them. And then they've got like a trackie over the top, then an anorak, and then hat and gloves. And you're like, what are you doing? What are you doing? So yeah, I think obviously a bit misleading when you see these fat loss suits and stuff online, isn't it? It's, you know, sweatsuits to make you lose more fat. It doesn't. You know, when your body sweats, it's obviously to cool you down. That's why we sweat. But yeah, you see people, if that was the case, we'd all be sat in the sauna, wouldn't we, and just chewing pizza and, you know, be ripped to shreds. But no, that really boils me piss.
Boils your piss. Ketosis is best.
Oh, yeah, I think what I'm going with that is have you ever swore, do you know many people that follow that diet, the keto diet?
I have.
Religiously. I'm not saying people can go on and off it, but anybody religiously follows it.
So I've known people who've started here who's like, no, I'm on the ketogenic diet, so I'm just going to do that.
What's how?
It's never lasted long term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they overweight?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah. So pretty much everyone I speak to who swears by the keto diet is overweight. Yes, it does work short term. But it's not sustainable. It's not, unless you've got knee mates, you live under a rock, and you know you're allergic to carbs. It's just not sustainable long term. It really isn't. And one misleading fact as well. Speaking to some guys, like, yeah, you can eat as much fat as you want on it. As much fat, you can't. You can't. In fact, you can't. You know, it's calories in versus calories out. And if you have had results in that keto diet, you have, fortunately, been in a calorie deficit. Mm-hmm. So yeah, and any coaches as well selling the shakes and stuff, ask yourself, do they take them?
Yeah.
Do they I bet they don't. Bet they don't. I bet they're clocking 50% of everything they make and more. So yeah, I don't like that. Yeah.
I mean, and I didn't religiously try it many years ago, but I did, it was when, fucking hell, I'm talking like 14 years ago, when the whole bulletproof coffees and that was in fashion. So I tried to put myself into a state of ketosis, do you know what I mean, at the time. It was shite. It was, but do you know what I mean? I think with ketosis is, or people saying I'm trying the keto diet, they use that diet for X amount of time. Yeah, as a diet. Yeah. And then it's but then they take themselves out of that ketosis state and have the kebab and have a drink. Well, I'm just off it for a day and then I'll go. But it's not, you've just totally taken yourself out of this ketogenic state. I don't know if it actually has any fucking purpose, to be fair. But the whole purpose is to be constantly in that ketogenic state, for as long as possible or forever, whatever.
Yeah.
But people who use it as a diet and then just dipping in and out when they want, and it's
doesn't work regardless.
That's not the point, is it? There has been some people in the past who've marathon runners. What's he called? Ben Greenfield. So he's like a biohacker type guy, and he did a full marathon in a ketogenic state and stuff like that. But he is a biohacker, so he was just testing it. But he hasn't even he doesn't stay on it forever. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He does different things, but he was doing that for a year's worth of experiments, but it hasn't been any beneficial to what he does normally.
Yeah.
Do you get us? So yeah.
I feel like it's just been a fad, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I hope on the other side of that fad now a little bit. I think we're seeing a little bit less of it, aren't we?
Yeah.
I hope it just disappears in the distance.
I think it has. I think it's gone down because when I don't really see it much these days, to be fair. Or I hear of anybody, there hasn't been anybody come to us with the ketogenic, I'm doing keto or anything like that. Obviously, current state is I'm on Manjaro. Do you know what I mean? That is the new thing. So that is going to take over from all the rest of these, because now they don't have to think about it. They just got a jab.
Yeah. Have you had many clients come to you with that? That's saying I'm on it and
weight loss jabs, because... So the more educated people who are actually taking the weight loss jabs are now coming to places, especially like us, where we are purely weightlifting, because yes, they're taking the jabs, but they also are listening to that you've got to do resistance training to counterbalance that muscle mass. So say for the people who have actually started with us, it's like, I mean, obviously long term we do want you to come off them.
Yeah.
And you are gonna have to increase your protein levels to make sure that this is that, and to build that muscle up. And we have actually successfully getting a few people off it and rebuilt them back up and actually stayed leaner and with more muscle mass. So but because it's so fucking popular now, a percentage of that people knows that they better get into resistance because they're losing so much mass.
That's it. I think that's a dangerous thing is when they come to you too late. Or, you know what I mean? I suppose it's never too late.
Yeah, it's never too late. It's never too late, you're right. Yeah.
But, you know, after being on for so long, they've built the tolerance up so high that obviously the more they go on it, the harder it's going to be to come off. And they've never learnt anything along the way about nutrition.
I know.
That's the hardest thing, isn't it? So you kind of try to work back over, teach them everything they should have learned here, and again with the training as well. You know what I mean? So it's frustrating, isn't it, in our industry?
It is, but it like we've accepted that. Like obviously when it first like started to boom, what the fuck? Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And actually that was so our larger group training one.
Yeah.
It was sort of one of the reasons why we got rid of that, to be fair.
Right, okay.
Because of sort of the way we used to sell 90-day transformation.
Right, okay.
As well. But a lot of the people who did like the boot campy, I mean, ours was 90 days, it wasn't a 6-week or a 3-week or a fucking 2-day transformation, whatever. Do you know what I mean? At least ours was at minimum of 3 months. But generally the people who did that, those kind of people who were after that quick fix, because yes, it is taking quick fix type mentality people, but the quick fix type mentality people know where to go now.
Yeah.
And what's quicker than that? What's something's going to stop you eating?
Taking up the gob. That isn't it? You're right.
It's sad into whatever else, especially from fitness people like ourselves.
Yeah.
Like it's a tool. I think it does benefit some people, but it's a tool what should just be used for a limited amount of time. Do you know what I mean? And then that's
alongside doing the right things.
Alongside doing the right things, but you try and tell people who's done that, it's hard. Do
you not think you can tell though these people that's been on it?
You can,
you know, they don't look good, do they? Some of them, it's just like, you know, and you know, the muscles are just look like they're wasting away. I had one girl come to me with that hair falling out, just because she hadn't been educated. Just getting off her mate. Yeah, that's what you got to take, and it's brutal. But
and it's funny because me so getting it off her mate, but me and you, because we have a higher muscle mass, we'd be classed in the BMI as a little bit higher, so we'd probably be classed as overweight or whatever else. Do you know what I mean? So if we actually click through to these online medical doctors, we could get that prescribed to us within 24 hours.
Honest?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can.
It?
It's like even TRT for men.
Yeah.
Like the form, what you've got to fill in for that is a fucking joke. So I had the TRT adverts follow me. I'm 41. Do you know what I mean?
Right, yeah,
of course they're going to follow me. And it was a 10 questions. Do you feel tired in the morning? Do you have an afternoon slump? And it's like, I'm reading them. It's like some thick fucker will be like, oh, that's me. But it's like, that's everybody.
Yes.
Of course you fucking feel tired in the morning. Everybody does. Like, and it's all these things. Or like, do you not feel as strong as you were in your 20s? Of course you fucking don't. I'm 40 bastard. Actually, I feel really strong at the minute. I'm actually hitting PBs.
Is that because you're on TRT?
Yeah. But and that along so weight loss jabs, I could get them. Sorry.
Yeah.
Next day, TRT, I could get them next day. And that's fucking scary.
Isn't it? It's mental.
We went off on a tangent there, didn't we? Fasted cardio burns more fat.
True. True. But only for that time. So obviously we get up in the morning, don't have a breakfast, obviously glycogen levels are a little bit lower. So you'll tap in, so say if you're doing a run, whatever, you will burn more body fat, so 20-30% more, I think studies say, which is great. So it does work for that hour, for that half hour, whatever you're doing. But then the shift is later on in the day. So obviously if you're eating obviously the same amount of foods later on in the day, your body will automatically tap into carbohydrate. So it just has that shift. So it'll balance out, so you'll store more fat later on in the day. So people are not wrong in thinking that, but it balances out. So again, it comes down to calories in versus calories out.
Because in that 24-hour period,
Yeah. So for me, if you want a breakfast, and you do have breakfast, have a fucking breakfast. If that makes you train better. If you prefer not to have a breakfast, don't have a breakfast. I'm kind of going a different route here, but it's like, do you need breakfasts to kickstart your metabolism and you'll burn more fat that way? Me personally, I don't like a breakfast. Just how I am. I prefer, if I eat early, I feel hungrier within a couple of hours, because yes, my metabolism has sped up a little bit, so I'll feel hungry again within an hour or two, and I'll eat more, and then I'll eat more and I'll eat more. So for me, I'll have a cup of coffee, suppress my appetite a little bit, and I'll eat normally about 11, half 11. Yeah. I mean, normal to have like a shake and a banana, something like that, and that allows me, when I'm obviously counting my calories, to have more calories later on in the day. So I think it's each their own. When people say you've got to have a breakfast, or you haven't got to have breakfast. Do you like fucking breakfast?
I mean, I'm pretty much on the same as you, to be fair. Because I'm obviously here fucking 5:30 in the morning, and then it's sometimes 9, 10 o'clock by the time I get in, and then I'll be having something. But then generally my last tea is about 6 at night. That's because it's a family thing. But I like to push that breakfast as far back as I can, so that I can eat more in the day. That's my favourite meal of the day is with the family, because it's my biggest meal of the day as well. Do you know what I mean? But I'll eat quite small throughout the day, and biggest meal on the night. But that's how it works for me. I don't feel as though I need anything. Only if I'm trying to perform a little bit better on a bit of a bulk, I'll have 4 rice cakes and jams before my session. But I can't really do that while I'm coaching.
You can, but it's frowned upon. But yeah, I feel that's kind of another myth, isn't it? That what we just went off on there. You've got to have
intermittent fasting?
No, but that's another one as well. No rabbit hole there. But no, I had that breakfast myth. You've got to have a breakfast to start your metabolism, kickstart your metabolism, and then it's better for fat loss the rest of the day. But it makes me fucking hungrier. So as you say, if you can just prolong it a little bit, then you've got less time to be a greedy bastard.
If I had breakfast before I left the house, I would still eat breakfast at the same time as when I got in. So I'd be having an extra meal for no reason.
That's it.
And I'd rather, like you, probably have a coffee.
So look at it's your pie chart, isn't it? So you've got 2,000 calories, and you've had 5. and you've had 500. I feel like I'm learning my little girl fractions again. And you've had 500 calories for your breakfast. There you go. There's quarter your day gone. You've only got 3/4 of your daily allowance the rest of the day. That's the way I look at it.
Exactly. It is lightweight, tone, heavyweight, bulk.
This one's mainly aimed at females, not all females. And definitely I've had some great clients recently and met some great girls at the barbell club as well. I suppose it's none of them because they've bought into what we're doing. But yeah, just, you've come across females in the past that'll sit there and just, I don't want to lift heavy weights, I don't want to bulk. I just want to lift light weights and tone. And I hate the word tone. Describe tone. It isn't a training philosophy that we're just going tone. Tone is muscle, built muscle, and plus limited body fat. That's tone, isn't it? So you need light weights are there to help you get the bigger weights.
Yeah.
True, because you know, like we push people at the club, don't we? You know what I mean? Try and get them on that next weight. As long as they're lifting safe and properly, and obviously lifting heavier weights is going to help build that muscle.
Yeah.
And then if you're in a calorie deficit and you're stripping that body fat, that is your toned look. So yeah, that's a little pet hate of mine.
I think it's just a word what people are familiar with, or it's been used many years ago, 80s, 90s, whatever, and I want that toned look. But I think it's phasing out.
You reckon?
I think it's definitely phasing out, like especially for more women who now understand that resistance training is the way forward, and that they do have to add that muscle mass to get there, and that muscle mass turns into the longevity for life.
Yeah.
Like especially the 40 plus woman, where obviously menopause is at the forefront of everything now.
Yeah.
And in with that is like, well, resistance training is the way forward. The more muscle mass you have, the more you're going to get through menopause better and later into life better. So I think the word toned is going with ketosis.
Room 101.
Yeah, room 101. We'll stick them all in there. But yeah, I definitely think it's going. You're always going to hear it. You're still going to. I just want to be toned. I don't want to be big, or I don't want to be bulky, shall we say? But it's like,
I think we've turned that corner.
Yeah, but it's, so Sarah's always a great example of this. I still think she's got a good feminine look about herself.
Looking great at the minute, isn't she? I've seen her pictures now.
Yeah, and she can. What is she doing for a 5x5s at the minute? She's bench pressing 5x5 for 70 kilos, right? And somebody's scared to get bulky. It's like, you've got to be lifting a fucking lot of weight. Yeah. I wish I looked bulky. Do you know what I mean? I don't look bulky, and I'm strong as fuck. So it's like, for the females who are scared of like looking bulky, it's like, you've got to be lifting some serious mass.
Serious weight.
Yeah.
Like and eating, and in a calorie surplus. You've got to be eating like a horse as well, you know. Just not going to happen, is it?
No. I mean, as much as they might want to eat lots, it's like, but you'd have to go on such a bulking specific journey, especially for women where the testosterone levels are like 10 times less than men as well. Like, yous have got to work hard at the fucking add muscle. And even for me, who's working me fucking arse off, I can't add muscle. So it's like, you're a denaried. You're going to look toned if you you're going to look toned if you train hard. I suppose, you will. If you want to look toned, fucking train your weights as hard as possible.
Yes. Lift heavy weights.
Yeah, lift heavy weights if you want to get toned.
Yeah, not light weights.
That's actually a good twist on it all, yeah. Lift fucking heavy weights to the extreme and you'll get that toned look.
Yeah.
Boom. We've just solved the world there, mate. Must train each muscle group twice a week.
I think that comes on when people on the push-pull legs. I think they've got to get it in twice, and that's going to make you bigger. Not necessarily. You've got to rest. You've got to recover. When you're in the gym, that's our stimulus. That's when we're training. But you've got to adapt. Your adaptation comes from your rest days. Comes from your sleep. But yeah, I think people just want it. It's kind of like you've got a plant, and let's just pour water on the plant, and then let's pour some more water on the plant. Let's keep pouring. You're going to drown the plant, you know what I mean? So it's just, I think people overtrain. You've got to rest and recover and let your body adapt. And especially, as I say, good sleep as well. I think that's overlooked. Obviously, your body produces more natural growth hormone as we sleep in deep sleep. So fucking take your rest days and have a good sleep and stop overtraining.
We've had that before, obviously, where we, like, in the barbell club, we do like a push-pull leg split, but it is over 4 days, so it goes push-pull leg, push-pull leg, push-pull leg.
Perfect, aye. So you're overloading one of them twice, brilliant. But then if you're going to be jumping on another one, so say if your body's recovering from your leg session and then you're going into a push, your body we've only got so many calories in us to recover so much, you know. So you're adding another day on, we're not fully recovering. from any particular body part. So I think the full works really well, to be fair.
It does, and what we get from or had in the past from a very, very small minority, and typically females are obviously where they think they've got to train their arse, the legs more that little bit.
Yeah.
And it's like, why isn't there any more? Like, why is there 2 upper body days and one? It's like it's not an upper body day. It's a push and a pull.
Yes.
So it's like front of the body, back of the body, and then it's a legs. But we don't add any more legs in because the recovery time between what it weighs, because at the minute sometimes it's a Monday and a Friday you're training legs.
Yes.
But if it might end up being a Friday till a Thursday, so 6 days. But because you're training so focused on one muscle group and the intensity that we try and train people at, it's like you need that time to recover.
Yeah.
And that's why it has worked so well for 14 fucking years, okay?
Yeah, I also think with that push-pull leg split, when people do them or look to do them twice, they couldn't, so for say push day. So the first push day they'll just I'll only do a little bit, I'll just do half, and then I'll do half that. Just fucking overload it at once. So like focus on that chest, you know, if that's the case, but smash it, you know, put everything into it. I just feel when they're doing, I'll pull back on this, I'll do a little bit of that, and then they're just kind of cutting the workouts in half just to make it fit twice. That makes sense. Well, overload it, rest. Overload it, rest, recover, adapt, rather than just keep watering the plant. The plant. It's just nothing eventually grows, does it?
I mean, I've tried for years always to try and say like fit a 5th session in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so I fucking hell, I'm a client of the barbell club as well. So it's like I'll do those, and then I'll try and say fit a 5th session in of something what I want to work on. And I find myself putting myself too much pressure into fucking get into that extra session. And I end up skipping and say, oh, fucking hell, I've missed it. But it's like, especially for someone my age, kids, blah, 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 businesses to run, it's a fucking lot to, it's a lot to commit to. Yeah. I get it if you're 20-year-old and whatever else, and you probably see the 20-year-olds with the big delts because they have a fucking full delt day on top of everything else they do, you know what I mean? I'm jealous. But but I think it is tough, and obviously for me, especially my age as well, then that recovery window is shortened now. Yeah. And I can't even train as hard as I want in that extra day. Yeah. And even if I train that extra day, then I don't feel as good for me proper days.
Yeah. I think the older you get as well, you feel you need that recovery day, don't you?
Yeah.
You do, don't you?
Yeah.
It's I feel the benefit of it. But yeah, I couldn't do what I was doing when I was 20 and training like constantly. Just age catches up.
It do, and do you know how it is? But I feel like I said, I am actually weirdly hitting fucking PBs in the gym.
Class.
And like I haven't done 5 days this year. Do you know what I mean? There's 4 or 5 months into the year now, and like I haven't bothered, and like obviously it's paying off.
Yeah. Even
though like me little spark in us is like, I can fucking do more. Yeah. But it's actually paying off benefits because I'm seeing the numbers go up on my weight. So it's it's actually working, Ross.
Have you ever had a complete week off, whether you've meant it or not, or just been that busy, it's just been like, oh shit, you know, or whatever, you've been here, there and everywhere, travelling, whatever, and then you've come back in the gym and you've been mint and you've felt stronger?
No.
Have you not?
Never ever.
Honest?
I haven't. This is the thing with me. So I've got a rule in my head: if I have more than, I can never have more than 2 days off the gym.
That's psychological art.
I don't fucking care. but I'm not being injured.
Yeah. Oh, you cursed yourself.
Like, I probably have, but
next podcast you'll be in a fucking boot.
I got tennis elbow a few years ago. Of fucking doing trying to get up to 15s on that races, like an idiot. So I don't know, but I'm not stupid neither anymore. Like I'm not chasing. I am actually chasing a few big numbers, but I'm not like years and years ago I used to max out, like every other week was trying to hit a 1 rep max or something like that, and I'm not trying to do that. If I feel as though like, oh, that might pull a little bit, I'll just fucking not do it. Yeah. I'm happy with that. I'm happy to knock a set off. I'm happy to like, or if I am pushing out, like say we're on 12 reps or something like that, and it's like, fucking hell, that's a bit of a struggle, it's just like a chill. Like
Yeah.
I'm happy in
off it.
myself with that. So it's like, but then say when I'm on a holiday, I mean, I'd love to tell you that it's a bit of a down days, but it isn't. I'm actually training harder when I'm on holidays because I don't have any other distractions in my life.
Wow. Fair play,
So,
man. That's dedication, not mind. No one does that,
But it's not dedication, it's a habit.
Yeah.
And that's it. And I don't take it as but it's not an obsessional habit.
Yeah.
It's not I must get to the gym or anything like that. It's I want to go to the gym.
Yeah. Oh, that's class. To be fair,
Are you interviewing me?
I don't know. I think my point was just if you've been training hard for so long and you're pushing the weights, even if it's periodised, and you're going on lighter weeks, heavier weeks, and just sometimes, even if you've missed that push day or chest day or whatever somehow, and then you've had that kind of week off it, and you come back round, the body just needs that now and again to fully recover.
Yeah.
And sometimes I've went back in feeling stronger. I'm like, how's that happened? I'm not encouraging weeks off religiously. Just if you've been training, like fucking 10, 12, weeks solid.
No,
just
yeah.
I just think rest's massive, and it's. I
totally agree with you on it. To be fair, like when I'm actually thinking back now, it was earlier in the year, so I think it was like maybe it's about September, October time. I did take a deload in the gym. It was like was it? I took a strategic deload. It was like I am going to absolutely smash it for 8 weeks. So it was 8 weeks solid. That I said to Matty, the coach, I just said like, no matter what, in every session, either my weight has to go up or I have to beat stuff by like 1 rep on each thing.
Wow.
So
that'll be tough. And
so it was tough on the body. It was only training the 4 days a week, so I was getting that little bit extra recovery. But then on the 9th week, I took a complete deload week, and I says, Matty, like 60%.
Yeah.
And I just went through the motions, and that's the first ever deload I've took in my life.
Feel better for it after though.
Yeah, I felt better for it. I forget what happened actually. Something happened the next week. I think a few coaches were off, so I couldn't get back into it because I was ready to fucking smash it hard, and someone was off for a week or something like that, and it was like, you little bastards, like you've ruined me training, ruined me life. So daily weigh-ins cause obsessions? What do you think on that?
I was always with that, and I was always with people in that thing, in that mindset. But as a coach, I need that from my clients. I need, you've come to me for advice. My advice straight away is I need you to weigh yourself in every single day. And then we take an average of the week. Because otherwise, I need you to weigh in on a morning. It
makes a difference,
like I say, my old job, I used to hide the scales after midday. Like, it's pointless weighing yourself after midday. Like, it's pointless weighing yourself at 10, 11 o'clock, but some people get up a bit late, But, you have a 500 ml bottle of water, there's half a kilo difference straight away. So many clients are like, no, I'm not getting on it because it just makes us obsessed. But I'll teach them, that it will go up and down, relax. There's loads of factors that can determine that. Time of the month, hydration levels, salt levels, hormone levels, lots of things, loads of shit. But trust the process, hit your sessions, keep that calorie deficit, and just weigh yourself every day for it. Because it's going to do this, but eventually it'll do this. This. But that is a massive frustration from some of my clients. Just like, I've weighed myself then, I've weighed myself then. Just weigh yourself every day for me. You've come to us for advice. This is my advice. But I think they just get in their head, don't they? Because them days, and I can understand where they're coming from. The days where they're all up, they're just like, it just puts them in a kind of a negative mindset for the day. But I just trust us and listen to us, and I know what I'm doing. I've been there and done it, and Just fucking weigh yourself. Write it down.
It's like Dan does it with. So I mean, basically, we'll always set it up for weekly with our clients. Like when I coach people, I'll do it a minimum of twice. When Dan has his lot on the shredding Consett, he makes them do it daily.
Yeah,
I'm a big believer. I can't be asked to get on every day, to be fair, because mine's friction. Because my scales are downstairs, so I've got to walk downstairs, fucking just in my boxes. Do you know what I mean?
Put them upstairs.
My bathroom's too small.
Right.
And the bathroom's next to the Ben's room, and I get up at like 5 o'clock. So and I don't actually go into the bathroom upstairs because I don't want to wake the Ben up. That's just how it is. So it's friction for me. So I only do it Wednesday, Saturday. Right. But that still gives us enough data.
Yeah.
Of moving up and down, but I'm not psycho about them. But it's
these ones I do different times of day though as well, and I don't get it. I really don't get it, and I'm educating them and telling them like it's pointless getting on, like later on the day. I'll jump on CRM. It's like fucking 6 o'clock at night in the gym. You're like, why? What you doing? Have you been to the toilet today? How much water have you drank? Did you skip a meal? Have you? It's like there's so many factors, and we can change what I can change. A couple of kilos. Well, about a kilo either way, I'd say, throughout the day.
I've dropped 2 kilos since Saturday.
You're smashing it though, aren't you? You know what I mean? You're just blowing your own trumpet again.
Yeah. No, but I know a lot of it's water. That's the thing. Of course, I haven't lost 2 kilos, 4 pounds. No. That's fucking, 14,000 deficit in 4 days. Do you know what I mean? I haven't.
Unless you're on the jobs.
Well, not even that. I don't even...
Yeah.
I wouldn't have even burnt that much. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't have even burned that much, so it's physically
So it is
impossible.
Just water, isn't it? And people just get so caught up on it, don't they?
Yeah, and it's one of that, like, rip the plaster off, get it done, but I don't know, I suppose when people get disheartened at it, they don't, that comes back to, like, them not understanding actually how many calories they're actually eating, how much they're not actually moving. Do you know what I mean? They don't have an understanding. They actually think that they're doing more than what is required to make those scales drop. Yeah. And they're not. And they're probably just hitting a maintenance. Yeah. But they think they're doing everything. Yeah. But because of the whole industry itself of like, Sheila's lost 28 pounds in 28 days. Yeah. It's like, my results should be that fast. Everybody always thinks that the results should be coming faster than what they actually are. But that's the world we've lived in. Fucking well, you've seen it, haven't you? Yeah. The world of quick fixes, and now they're not like shit at weight loss. They're just shit at dieting. Yeah. And if the scales aren't going down, then you're not in that calorie deficit.
But I think what's most frustrating for me is sometimes just the way the body works. You might have done 15,000 steps, or whatever you might be in the gym like the day before, and it's not always going to transfer over that next morning on the scales as well. No, it's not always going to be like and again, I've got a couple of clients that's like this, and they'll come in like the guy I was talking about. Somebody's going like, Craig, this week I've smashed it, and I went. I'll drop you thing. I'll say, Ronan, look, we've lost all its weight. Like, just for this week, it's might stayed still, but that's just because you weighed yourself twice in that week, and it's just trust the process. Just step back. Them 2 times you've weighed yourself, it could be anything. Like you might have more salt for your tea the night before. You might went to the toilet the day before. Anything. But step back and just look at the big picture. But I think people get so zoned in, don't they? And it's when they get on the scales, it's just like it doesn't tell them what they want to say. What they want to see straight away. Just trust the process. Yeah,
it's been demonised for so many years, and now people associate the feelings with those instead of just using it as data. It's
yes, like, that's it, isn't it? Detach the feelings, innit?
If you can detach the feelings and think 2 weeks later, I'm still the same weight. I'm not in a calorie deficit. Okay, so I've got to move more and I've got to eat a bit less calories.
Yeah, that's it. But as a coach, and I feed off this data. I need that data to be more accurate and be more precise. Yeah. So give us the data.
Yeah. If it hasn't changed in 2-3 weeks, then you're not in a fucking calorie deficit. And then it's not about like, I know, but I'm doing everything. It isn't. It's like, no, you're not in a calorie deficit. It's like, we've got 2 choices here. Right, we'll relook at your calories because you're tracking shit. Yeah. And make sure that that's all right. which we'll never get right. But do you know what I mean? And it is. It's like you're not in a calorie deficit, so you're not moving as much as you should be, and you're eating too much, and that's it. And that's all you need to look at it as, is a data tool.
That's all it is.
Tried not to get ultra raj with it there. Cheat days.
Oh, yeah.
Go for it.
So it turns into cheat weekends as well, that, doesn't it? So it's, again, going back to clients, wow, I've been smashing it Monday to Friday. You know, I've been on it, so I'm just going to give myself a cheat day. Sound okay if you're doing that cheat day. Again, let's come back to that honesty. Just measure it for me. Measure it. So we'll know where you're at. We'll know what you've had. And then we'll add them calories up over the, you know. But I don't need to. I've trained that hard. I've been in a big calorie deficit. All but I don't need to. Don't need to track it. But let's say you've been in a calorie deficit of what, say, 200 calories each day, Monday to Friday. So you've got 1,000 calories there in the tank.
Yeah.
And then, so what will that take you to? Say if you want, so that leaves you about 3,000 calories. This cheat day maybe. But you know that's what, 5 pints and a pizza.
Just 5 pints, 1,000 calories. Yeah.
So then, obviously, your pizza on top, a couple of thousand.
Yeah.
So that's your night time. So the rest of the day. So yeah. So it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Cheat days with no limits does not work. If you are going to do it, just track. Just track. And then we can average it out and see how far off you are. You know what I mean? See where you're at. But yeah, cheat day with no limits. It's like, nah. Can it be done? And that turns into the next day as well, doesn't it? Normally, you know, so, oh well, I've rewarded myself. Monday to Friday's been mint. I've smashed it. Saturday and then Sunday, you know, I'll wake up and, you know, I've done 5 days too. You know, we'll just kick on. You know, I'll have a Sunday dinner and then we'll have another takeaway. And then I'll be back at it Monday morning. So yeah, if you're going to have a cheat day, measure it. Give yourself a few more calories. Yes, relax. Eat the, you know, if you want the cookie, eat the cookie, have it. But just track it.
I think it's bullshit. I honestly think cheat meals, cheat days. Dan said this on a podcast years ago. It should be gone. It should be gone. The cheat days, cheat meals.
Yeah. Think
about it, the fucking cheated out of the bastard life. I mean, it's very. Come on in.
All right.
Yeah, so cheat days they've been they've been doing all the fucking life. I mean, there's not many people who I think come to us anymore and like have been we can have a cheat meal or we can have this. Like there hasn't been that in a long time. But Dan said it on a podcast many years ago about that. If you cancel it out, like you never thought you would, like you never ever have a cheat meal, even. Okay, don't just you diet all year round. And the reason for this is because as a society now, we've got that many social events in our lives. Why do we need a cheat meal on top? And that,
true, if you're looking at that,
yeah. So it's going for a meal with the family. Okay, but people that want to.
Unless that is your cheat meal.
Yes, but it's just a meal with the family, isn't it? That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, but that's happening regardless. You don't need to put a cheat meal on top.
No.
Like outside of that, then you've got your fucking Easter egg, okay? Yeah, then you've got, what else? Christmas events. Birthday events. And how many fucking birthdays do we go meet up to? How many kids' parties do we end up going to? How many social events? I mean, we do a summer social event as well.
Yeah.
All of these things across the year adds up to a lot of...
cheat days.
At least cheat half days.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like, why do you then need something else on top? Because these people who are after these cheat meals, whatever else, have all this as well.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get that. That's
I'm fucking got nothing.
He's got nothing.
But yeah, that's what I think of cheat meals, isn't it? That's what I think of cheat meals or cheat days. But cheat full days, like what yours is about.
What do you think about? I'm asking you a question. Yeah. So, you know, again, like 5 and 2 diets.
Ooh.
So allowing that little bit flexibility on a weekend.
Are you
So you just haven't, you're taking a bigger hit Monday to Friday. So.
Oh right, I thought you meant like 5-2, as in like what was the 5-2? Where the fast for 2 days?
Right, no, not that one. I know what you mean, but
okay, not that one.
No, just allowing that little bit of flexibility. So
ninja tracking.
So if you ninja tracking, is that what it's called?
That's what we call it.
Is it?
So it's like the Monday to Friday, you would say scrape 200 calories from each day, and then have an extra 1,000 calories to with on a Saturday night. Perfect.
Aye.
Yeah, perfect. Absolutely. Why not? If you know, if you're trying to stay in that calorie deficit forever or whatever else, because at the end of the day, yes, it is what you put in your gob within 24 hours. But if you cancel out over a 7-weekly average, same with the body weight, happy days. If you know, I don't know, say you're having to be on 1,700 calories for your weight loss across the week, but you know you're having that family meal out, whatever else.
It makes it easier for them days, doesn't it? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Them days tend to fall at weekends regardless, don't they? So it just gives people a little bit more flexibility.
Does,
for me.
We're all for it.
Yeah.
And that means you've got 2,700 calories for that night.
Yeah.
If you're having a curry on that night, means you can only have 700 throughout the day. Do you know what I mean? You've got to save your 2,000 calories. Actually, you're going to have to save the 2,700 for the pints on top as well. But it does give them that to play with. And we're totally all for it. But it usually goes the other way around. It usually works like people can't do that. You can't eat 1,500 calories. And what we've seen is like they play catch up. So they'll be literally
flip.
So no, they'll have it Saturday night. So say that the more educated people, they'll have the 2,700 calories that week, but then they'll be playing catch up the following week and dropping it after the week. Do you get it? So they've had 1,700 calories Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
Saturday they have 2,700.
Yeah.
Sunday they have 1,500.
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday they have 1,500. So they're playing so they've had it, but then reducing it afterwards rather than before.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean now.
Because we tell the cunts to do it before.
Right.
But then it ends up being an afterthought. But the more educated people will think, shit, Like, I'll tell you what, actually, for me, I've done it many a times where it's like being a monster meal. Like 3 courses, dessert. I've absolutely been a stupid pig. The following day, I'll literally, I don't know, like not eat until me tea on the very, very night. It might just be one meal in that day, but it was like, that is a solution to, all right, well, I've ate 4,000 calories here. And it's like, I mean, I do still feel full the next day, so it's not like I'm trying to starve myself or anything like that, but it's an easy way for me to reduce my calories for the next day to then stay back on it.
Makes sense.
I'm going right off on here. Fat loss supplements work?
They don't. They fucking don't. Simple as that. No, I think people put a bit too much trust in them and they think that's just going to do all the work, don't they? What's the apple cider vinegars and stuff like that. It's just green tea extract. It's going to raise your metabolic rate by what, about fucking 2%?
Same as the sauna.
It's like, same as
the sauna.
So, but yes, it does work, but by minimal percent. Just do the basic. Forget about these little shitty supplements that don't really work long term.
Do you think they're still here now that the jabs are here? Like the fat burners and stuff like that. Like, are they still going?
You don't hear them, do you? You don't. Nah, they've just kind of, because
basically caffeine tablets. Caffeine tablets, weren't there?
No, you don't, do you? There's none.
I didn't think
about.
They've
just kind of just moonwalked by, like, shit, this doesn't work. This stuff's come along that does work. And we're like,
now there's actual real fucking. I mean, it is the fucking magic pill, isn't it? The real thing has come along, and it's like all these fat burners have like
disappeared.
that Homer Simpson thing.
That's the one. I just need to edit that on there.
I think they've gone but definitely. It's such a shame for all the years. Obviously, we've been in the industry and seen all these fat burners and stuff like that, isn't it? And people have bought them.
And that client just comes with the next one and the next one, the next one. You just like feel like crying, don't you? Just like, they don't work. No. They don't work.
I actually had a lad at the job I used to go to. I remember because somebody bought loads of metric supplements. So this is years ago, and they got loads of free fat burners with them. So he was selling the fat burners to everyone in the factory. and one of the lads bought them, and he it was like you had to take 6 capsules at a time or something like that. Took them, went to the canteen, ordered like a bacon sausage sandwich at the same time, eating it. Go, I want these fat burners.
Unreal, isn't it? That's unreal. Mental.
But I think times have changed, and I think they have gone off the shelf. I bet you if you look in a supplement shop, though, there will be.
There somewhere.
They'll be there. Where are
have the place.
Quick fire round. Ready?
Oh.
Best exercise for fat loss?
For fat loss? Steps.
Most overrated fitness trend?
High rocks.
Biggest nutrition mistake?
Underestimating your calories.
Cardio or weights?
Weights.
Calories or macros?
Calories.
Bit of it depends, doesn't it? Online or in-person coaching?
In person.
Biggest gym ick?
Oh. Tripods.
Sound. So, where can people find you?
Barbell Club. Aye. Working out the Barbell Club, Sunderland. That's where I'll be based. Everyone get like the postcode and stuff. Just come
Instagram handle?
That's it.
What's yours? Instagram? People to search you?
Craig Hubbs. I don't even know myself. Aye, Craig Hubbard. So yeah.
Put all the links below if you want to work with Craig. Just drop him a message, drop him a follow on there. And yeah, thank you very much.
Cheers,
young man.
Thank you. Fucking hell.